Let me load up the YouTube stream too. All right, guys. Damn, there's a good amount of people in here. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I like to see. All right, guys. Good morning. Trade that we took earlier, honestly, very disappointing because it has now hit my TP3. We took this trade off this inversion, closed it way too early, to be honest. But yeah, I just went and hit my final target. That really sucks. But it's all right. We're on to the next. So already up like pretty nicely for today based off that one trade there. We are rejecting this 4 hour. If we do a quick little top down analysis, we're rejecting the 4 hour here from this order block. Right, same way we bounced yesterday off the bullish order block, we're rejecting off of a bearish order block now. 4 hour negative order block, put that in there. All right, so that's what we're looking at here so far. Now, the only thing is that we closed over the negative 2.5 on this standard distribution leg. Closed over it a few times, actually. So there may actually be a pretty good chance that this gets a bounce from these lows here and starts making a move up, right? Just based off the standard distribution alone. Nothing else. So we'll see how price reacts to these lows. I'm interested in these lows here, how we react, and then this -1 to -1.5 shaded area. This is usually where price pulls back into after it closes over -2.5. So this is what we're looking at going into the next 10 minutes. We have the 10 a.m. open in the next 10 minutes, so that's what I'm looking to play, the 4 hour PO3. And yeah. So let's see how this works out. I still want this to go a little lower, by the way, this candle. I definitely would want it to go a little lower. But yeah, we'll see. Between here, we also have this 4 hour order block, bullish order block here as well. It's a low probability order block, but it is there. So keep that in mind. Let me So that's what I'm looking at. What up, guys? What up, YouTube stream? I haven't seen you guys in a minute. Hope everybody's been doing pretty well. Discord, there's a lot of new guys here in the Discord too. Welcome everybody. This is your first stream in here, so you guys will see how I trade. We don't really have anything between here. By that I mean there's no inversion or really anything like that until I drop down a time frame, and then we have this 3-minute fair value gap that could potentially be something. If we look at ES, right? Let's also pull up ES here. And let's take a look at what's going on with ES. So first off, SMT. With ES being the higher high here. So ES is significantly stronger. SMT there. And no bearish SMT yet. We will create some bearish SMT up here. But like I said, only because we closed over the negative 2.5, I would rather look for potential longs instead of a short. 8 minutes till this open. I'm interested to see how this reacts. This 3-minute fair value gap. See if that can inverse. Silver bullet is just 4-hour PO3. No, silver bullet is not 4-hour PO3, bro. Silver bullet is just a fair value gap that you get within a given period of time, 10 to 11, that delivers a guaranteed 5 handles. That's what silver bullet is. But 4-hour PO3 is playing the actual development of a 4-hour candle. So the goal of the 4-hour PO3 is to position yourself in the manipulation phase and catch the expansion. Like you guys will see, man. Candle's gonna open in 7 minutes, so you guys are gonna see exactly how this works. Instead of me just telling you, you're gonna see how it works. Also, by the way, guys, a lot of new people. Let me just tell you guys, Discord, when you guys are in here, there's 2 different chats. Okay, so there's obviously the live trading voice channel chat where some people talk, and then there's the Cobra's Den chat. Make sure you guys type in the Cobra's Den because that's the only one I look at. I don't look at the live trading chat. So type in the Cobra's Den if anybody wants to say anything at all. What makes that a low probability order block? Makes it a low probability order block here because there's a very, very small body with a very large wick. Your high probability order blocks look like this, where you have a large body, small wicks. All right. Does everyone trade futures in here now? Not everybody, I'm sure. For the most part, though, a lot of people, yeah. For the most part, a lot of people are trading futures. Not many options traders out here, these streets anymore. Just me. I mean, I'm sure there's other options traders in here. Guys, type, you guys, is there anybody else trading options? Or is everybody strictly futures now? Who's still trading options? Indices and futures. Yeah, I think most people are indices and futures now. I don't think many people are trading options. Options, swings, day trade futures. Yeah, that's pretty solid because there isn't many futures unless you have your own account. There's not many futures prop firms that allow um swing trading. So that's why if you're swing trading, it's probably a good idea to either stick with options or at that point just fund your own account. That's what I did. Only because I wanted to like completely get out of options. Look, if you're an options trader and you start trading futures, you probably will never go back to options just because of the way futures are. Um like bro, you don't I mean it's just price. That's the thing. That's why it's nice. You don't have to deal with the Greeks or no expiration or like any of the bullshit, bro. It's just kind of like buying and selling a stock, except you use the leverage of options, right? If that makes sense. We're waiting for a price to come into here. You can see we have this 15-minute order block, this area. Just somewhere within here, I'm anticipating a lower time frame reversal of some sort. 10 a.m. candle in 3 minutes. What's our price point for -1, -1.5? It's 17,800 to 17,750. So we have about a 50-point range. Are you still using TradeAvate? Yeah, bro. I can't recommend TradeStation or really any other broker only because I haven't used it. I only use TradeAvate, but I don't know. TradeStation might be good, bro. Frank, what's up, brother? How are you? How you doing? Have a small 10K options act, and I haven't touched this since opening futures. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just below 17. Yeah, it's at the 1.5 is at 17,803. I'm not expecting it to like reverse right away within here. It's just giving us a range to work with. We do have some crazy bullish SMT going on. We are in an hourly fair value gap here as well. It's gonna close through that though. Then this area of accumulation right here. This was yesterday's clear as day. Yesterday's AMD setup. Right, we have accumulation right here, manipulation right here, and then distributed higher. Right, so something like that would be nice, where we see accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Hourly, there really isn't much. 30-minute, I mean, we have order block, 15-minute also order block. I'd like to see a 5-minute get like I want to see a 5-minute do a little bit of like this action, and then over here fair value gap, inverse the fair value gap, and then boom. This is what I'm looking for. Lower time frame wise. We have SMT, so we're chilling with in that sense. But you see, the thing with SMT here is that ES is the stronger one. So, you know what I mean? Just a little iffy. Caught the drop down, man. Everybody in here would have caught the drop down, and I literally alerted the play. 928. I shorted at 17,896. Where's 17,896? Somebody look at it. 17,896 is here. Up here, I shorted. That is from here. How many ticks? Let's take a look. Why is it not? 338 ticks. We missed out on it though, which kind of sucks, but all good. Spy accepts 500. We should be good to ride. Yeah. Yep. I was originally bearish into this week, but just based off yesterday's close, I don't know. It looks pretty good. Um, but we'll see. Based off yesterday's close alone, it does not look bad. Or 50%. All right, there we go. So, I tell you guys, your trading is always if then, right? If this happens, then I'll do this. If this happens, then I'll do that. So, the if then situation here is if this 10 a.m. manipulates higher, let's say into this fair value gap or this order block right here, I would be bearish. And once we get below this this 50%, this is yesterday's daily range, this 50% here. We get below yesterday's daily range, it's done for. It's going to go to the lows. Right? But for me, I like seeing SMT when it comes to higher time frame reversals. Up here at the highs, we do not have SMT. So that'd be the only thing that kind of sketches me out. So a few things to kind of take note of into today. Yeah, bro, Frank, that would have been perfect, dog. That would have been so good. ES had a small weekly busy. Did it? Yeah, I see it. That's like the tiniest one, but it's there. All right, here we go. We're in that -1 to -1.5. Want to see some reversal structure begin to form here. Otherwise, it is no good. Daily candle looks heavy. Daily candle looks extremely heavy. You guys see that? Looks like shit, actually. This 4 hour though, this upper wick is nothing. So that can easily get taken out. We can easily target even a small scalp kind of trade to take out this wick. Could be there. Fair value gap right here. SMT's there, everything's there for a long, potential long. We'll see what it does to this fair value gap. How do I scale out of positions on TradingView? You gotta set, like, so if you enter a position, if I enter a buy right here, you gotta automatically go here, trade, and then sell for limit, or you can go back here, change it to 1, and then sell 1 limit. You gotta automatically set like several limits here, or you could do it by market. You'll see it once I enter a trade. You'll see it. I'll set TPs. In that fair value gap now, let's see how this reacts. Uh, Closed over the fair value gap there. I might try this. I might try it out. We do have this hourly breaker right here, but it might be worth a shot along. It's just weird, man. Today, I'm not gonna lie, DJ Sprays, you are correct. It's definitely a little iffy today. I'm not 100% sure about direction. Based off yesterday's candle, we should go higher today, but we took previous day high and we rejected. So I don't know, man. It's It's a little iffy. I'm not super confident about today. But this is something that I might try here. This inversion. It doesn't look too bad to me. Some days you just don't know where it's going, all right? I'm just like the rest of you guys for the most part. Like, I don't always know where price is headed. Today's one of those days. I don't know where it's headed. I'm very light into longs on SPX. All right. Just tested that inversion. I don't know. I want to try this, but I'm just a little hesitant. Not gonna lie. I'm hesitating. I'll do this, all right? This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. This right here, this low. This low would be my stop, right? If I was to long this, because this would be a bearish change in state of delivery on a smaller time frame. 5-minute change in state of delivery. 5-minute CSD is not going to take place until we get over this. So we're kind of just trading in between here, but this is a better entry because this is the inversion. This is a good entry. I mean, risk to reward wise, it's good to this low. It's actually really good. I might try it, man. We got 6 seconds here. We made a new high off that inversion. It looks good. It really does. Let's try it. I'm in, guys. I'm in. Not super heavy. I have 5 minis. Or 5 micros. Sorry, not minis. 5 minis would be crazy. Stop loss is going to be this low. I'm keeping it pretty tight. All right. 35 is my stop. And 5-minute. I want 5-minute to close over this. So we have that in a minute. And then I would like to see these higher prices. This will all be low resistance liquidity. And I would like to see this higher high here. So there's a few things that add up that give me some confluence for long. But then at the same time, there's a few things that add up that give confluence for short. So it's, I don't know, it's just kind of iffy today. That's why I'm sizing light. So you had no bias going into today. Oh, as a general, like overall bias for the week, I had a bias for the week. But for today specifically, no. It's a hard read. It really is. It's a hard read. Like I do a Wednesday weekly overlook class with the Discord, and last night I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the chart, and I honestly was not sure where price was going to go today. Based off of what it was doing in the overnight session. What was your weekly bias? As of yesterday, my weekly bias was up. Bullish into the rest of the week. So this Tuesday would be low of the week, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we go higher, right? But man, today is it's just weird because we swept previous day high. Swept previous day high into this 4-hour order block, rejected it, and is coming down. So like overall, that's what kind of scares me a bit. We do have change in state delivery on a 5-minute here now. Love to see that. So that's pretty. Damn, I didn't alert this. Oops. Long NQ. Where are we long at? 850. 8:35. What we're looking at there. Let me just send this alert out before price moves like 100 million tick, and then I'll edit it to add the TPs. All right, that's what we got. Keep ES. What about it? ES is right here on the right side. Tested that hourly breaker there. So my stop loss is at this fair value gap's low, because if I stop out, not only does that invalidate the long setup, but that also triggers a short setup. Do you normally trade MNQ? Yeah, bro, I normally trade MNQ. This specific account is a $50,000 funded account from Apex that I started when I started streaming. So basically, it started off as an evaluation account, obviously, when I started streaming with you guys here on YouTube, and worked it up to a funded, and now we're gonna work it up to a payout, all on stream. That's the goal for this account. So every time I'm on stream, I'm trading this account right here, this funded 50K account. I'm gonna work it up to a payout, and then I'll update you guys on that and everything. But the reason I trade micros as opposed to minis, obviously, is because it's a 50K account. So I'm not gonna, size super heavy on a $50,000 account. It allows you to, scale out, scale in. Like, I wouldn't be able to take profit at all these levels if I didn't have micros. If I had minis, it would be at most 1 or 2 minis. It just gets difficult to trade with 1 or 2 minis. How do you set limit orders for TP? Bro, right click, trade, and then over here you'll see it. Or you can hit create new order and then, limit, sell, however you want to do that. Another thing that I've recently found out that I didn't know, if you go to this long position, short position tool thing, and, mark out your risk to reward, you can right click it, hit create limit order, and you can literally create a limit order based off of this thing right here. I keep getting new order. Bro, it's going to be new order. It's going to be a new order like this. You can't set a TP the same way you can in paper trading. You can't do that with a live account. Not on Trade-Evade, at least. I think you're talking about how in paper trading on TradingView, you can drag the TP thing and the SL thing. You can't do that with a real account. Yeah, you can't do that. You got to create a new order and put limits. Yes, if you see that somewhere, bro, that guy's paper trading. Whoever's doing that. It's not real trading. Don't let him fool you. Oh, okay. Stopped out. Stopped out of that. Um, what I want to see here is, so this fair value gap is important, right? Because two things are going to happen. Either it's going to bounce from here and hours liquidity, or it's going to inverse this gap. And that would be a good short opportunity. Yes, put in equal highs. So one of those two things are about to happen now. Let's see which one of those happens. We're down about almost $300 on this today. From that last trade. I'll show you guys what this short looks like. Damn, was that liquidity? So if I was to short this, stop loss up there, entry down here, and then, you know, TP's lower. Not a lot of risk either. Dude, I might have been liquidity, guys. I'll re-enter this if I need to, but I might have just been liquidity right there. That's the thing with days like this. Sometimes I leave my stop where it's gonna just get eaten because you gotta be like, I don't like putting on a ton of risk on these days where I'm not super confident. So I try to keep my stops very tight. Sometimes that results in being liquidity. I added one more in that fair value gap. Yeah, that's probably the move, bro, to be honest. That was probably the move. I'll re-enter this in a second. See what it does here. Yes, leaving equal highs there is sketch. Looks like it wants to go for those again. I'm going to try one more time. Stop loss is pretty much the same thing. Same stop. Except we put in this low now, so this low can reliably be stop loss. And I have 5 here. I'm willing to add 5 more for a total of 10 micros. Willing to do that. Same TPs. The rest of the trade remains the same, no different. I was going to take one off here, but because the way this risk reward is now, I probably wouldn't anymore. Move this stop loss up to this fair value gap low. Again, I'd just rather be tight wrist on a day like today. Have this fair value gap here. This should hold. If it doesn't hold, then obviously no more long. Then I'd just rather wait for this 5 minute. Whoa, it wasn't stopping me out there for a second. All right, stopped on the second try. What I'm gonna do, I'm not participating long anymore. I just want to see if this inverses. This is the only thing that would make sense now. This wick here is more than likely the manipulation leg into this breaker. So I'm willing to try the long with 10. I'll do 5 and 5, and then, or sorry, the short ES liquidity grab up here at the highs. So we definitely have a lot of bearish SMT going on now. This 1.5 we can get rid of only because it already got used. And yeah, there we go. That's about right. We got a minute till the close. So I want to wait for the close, and then that would be my entry. Almost about to close there. I'm going to remove ES and just leave NQ. You know we have SMT. All right, trying that. This may be my final trade of the day. Stop is up here. That's it. For the morning session, I wouldn't want to try anything else. I mean, tried long how many times? Twice. Tried long twice. Plus the trade early in the morning. Wasn't even talking to you. And then short right here. So if it doesn't work out at that point, then I just wouldn't be interested in the remainder of today. Let me send this alert. Totally forgot to do that. All right, that's what we looking like. That is the trade. Right after 5 minutes, change state delivery, the low is protected. Yeah. Although there isn't really a liquidity sweep here, right? There's no liquidity sweep here, so unlike this high right here, where we have a high that gets swept, and then we have a change in state of delivery. So this high up here is protected. But you are correct. Yes, this high should be protected after we see a change in state of delivery. Why? Because this will be an order block, right? So a bearish order block here should send price lower, support price lower. If it doesn't do that, then the high up here will get taken out. But it's you can't be fully certain with the trades that are in the middle of a range, only because obviously you don't have a high or a low that's been swept. Unlike up here, man, this would have been so easy. That's why I took the short, because I knew that this high up here was fully protected. So if you wanted to put some risk on, I mean, I didn't want to put that much risk. That's why I stopped out. But this trade up here, this inversion that I took, this was 136 ticks of risk. So 34 points of risk at the high. If you wanted to take that risk or put that much risk on, you could have taken it. I just wasn't really 100% certain about my bias. This is OPEX Thursday today. Usually hard to trade with expiration tomorrow. Yeah, it's OPEX week as well. So wouldn't be surprised if we see more BS. But yeah, that's why I'm taking this one. I'm taking this as my last and final trade of the day for that specific reason. Green on this so far. If you're shaking in your boots, now's the time to exit this. I have all my limits set. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I have 10. Yeah, pretty much it. I don't have any at this low. Why? Because the risk rewards skewed if I take profit at this low. I would rather stop out of this trade than take profit at this low. because the risk reward would be so fucking bad. This might take a while by the looks of it. See, ideally, I would like the candle bodies to respect this fair value gap as an inversion. Meaning I would like to see candle bodies close within here. This last candle closed above. So it's becomes increasingly low probability the more candles we close above here. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I would not want to let more than like 2 or 3 candles close above this fair value gap. And then I would, at that point, I would stop out early if I need to, but I've accepted this risk, so I'm willing to hold it to that stop. But yeah, as we begin to close these candles above, this becomes lower and lower and lower probability. As long as it doesn't have your stop, you have all the time in the world to touch your TP on futures. Because yes, exactly. If you're on a prop firm account, you have until the end of the day because they automatically close your positions at the end of the day. So, yeah, on a prop firm account, you can't. But if you're on a personal account, then yeah, you have all the time in the world. Are you shorting? Yes. All right. Now that we have this is good. This is good. Now that we have this, I'm moving my stop loss to this high. Cut risk and over, I think we just cut over half of the risk there. Only 20 points of risk, less than 20 points of risk now. That's something that I'm comfortable with. Because ideally should not go above this high, right? Price should not exceed this high. Because then this high is coming. And that's where originally our stop was. I don't like that last down close candle showing support. Yeah, bro, this last one right here. Definitely. After this, like I said, if after this trade, I probably would be not taking any more trades rest of the day until 2 p.m. I'd consider a 2 p.m. PO3 trade, but obviously that's not going to come for another 3 hours. So we got a lot of time for that, and I'm not waiting on stream for 3 hours. So we're going to be calling it after this. Here we go. Imagine it just dumps now. That'd be crazy. No, I'm definitely probably done for the day now. This account down 825. Sorry. We're gonna make it back. All right. YouTube stream, I'm out of here. I'm gonna call it a day. I will see you guys when I see you guys, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys tomorrow.